What's up, Juventini? Alberto here, and I got all your Juventus news, and there is a lot to cover this morning, all right, as we have three midfield targets confirmed, but contradiction between Romano and Di Marzio as far as what Juventus is going to do in the winter mercato. Jadon Sancho, a player a lot of Juventini are asking about as far as how serious is the interest, while Mirko Di Natale paints the picture very, very clearly today for us and the interest from Juventus. We're going to take a look at that. VAR audio comes out on Kean's goal, and it confirms what we already knew. It is us against all, everybody. Amici di Nessuno. We are going to take a look at that and a couple other little items that further the point. It's Amici di Nessuno, everybody. You guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. Let's rock. We're going to kick things off with Di Marzio saying that Juventus will make an attempt to sign Berardi or a player close to his qualities in January. All right, now this is interesting because Jadon Sancho would be a player that shares, that role, those similar traits and qualities and whatnot. And Mirko Di Natale today says that sources close to the club do not deny the rumors of the interest between Juventus and Jadon Sancho. Furthermore, in Mirko's opinion, he says if the conditions come out favorable for Juventus, they could definitely make a strike at Jadon Sancho in the January window. So for me, it's these links, again, are starting to paint that picture of what I think is going to go down. One midfielder and one attacking player, all right? Now, again, we'll get to the midfielders because Calvin Phillips confirmed as a target, all right, by Di Marzio, as well as Højbjerg and Thomas Partey. He says Juventus is interested in all three. However, we believe Phillips is going to end up going to Newcastle. Højbjerg is tough piece of business, being around 30 million euros. Doesn't seem Tottenham wants to budge. And Partey, we don't know how that's going to play out. But Fabrizio Romano comes out and contradicts Di Marzio by stating that these players, while being targets and options Juventus are looking at, is not their top priority. And he says Calvin Phillips is not a top priority for Juventus. An offensive-minded midfielder is the top priority for Juventus, according to Fabrizio Romano. Beautiful, wonderful. That is exactly what we need. All right, you guys know the drill. Let me know what you think in there. But offensive-minded midfielder is a must for us in the winter mercado, in my personal opinion. All right, now we get to Rugani. Rugani, close to his extension, and Nico Schira reports that he is willing to lower the salary. This is a great piece of business, especially when he's come in, he's filled in seamlessly for Danilo, who's been away injured, and it's to the point where it has fans making the discussion, should Rugani stay in the starting 11, all right? So props to Rugani, finally getting his credit and just being a rock back there and keeping this defense solidity rolling. 8 clean sheets out of the opening 11 matches. The best defensive start historically for Juventus, all right? Let's keep it rolling against Cagliari. Now, speaking out against Cagliari, Allegri has to make a decision as to how he's going to fill in for the void from Adrien Rabiot, who's going to be missing that game for suspension. Better he misses that one than what's coming after the international break, which is the big game against Inter. So Allegri could fill in with Cambiaso, who came in as a mezzala against Fiorentina, or apparently Illing Jr. Hans Nicolucci Caviglia, anyone? Hello? Where's this guy at? Look, he is a midfielder, all right? Mirko Di Natale says he's our most technically gifted midfielder we currently have on the team. Play him. Cambiaso did fine against Fiorentina, but he's still out of position. Illing Jr. would be out of position. Just play Hans Nicolucci Caviglia. Worst case scenario, put McKennie in there. And that's not a worst case scenario because McKennie's done well. You'll get by with McKennie, Locatelli, Miretti, and Cambiaso can play on the right side as your wingback. You don't need to use players out of position for this game, in my personal opinion. Let's play Hans Nicolucci Caviglia. Let's see what he can do. It's Cagliari. I'm not sold on their little 3-game win streak right now that they're on, and Ranieri doing the Undertaker on his job. But look, use Hans Nicolucci Caviglia if you are going to play someone out of position. Otherwise, use Weston McKennie, and let's get Cambiaso on the right side. That's my 2 cents. You guys know the drill. Let me know what you would do against Cagliari as we look forward to that game. Huijsen and Yildiz have achieved their permanent promotions to the first team. Congratulations go out to them. They are officially permanently staying with Juve's first team. I hope they can ramp up the minutes. And do not forget, we have Coppa Italia starting the round of 16. Our opponent is Salernitana, and that'll be played early January. Maybe they could get more minutes in that competition. All right, now we get to some scenarios that have been circulating this morning that just further the point that we always make around here, and it is that we are Amici di Nessuno. All right, so VAR audio comes out and it confirms that they made an error on one of Kean's goal, the ones where he was called offside before scoring a great individual effort. And this clearly shows that they used the incorrect form and they did not correct the call, using the wrong frame as to when the pass was released, moving forward to him, and having the discussion about it and not correcting things. Look, thankfully, Juventus got the victory with that late goal from Andrea Cambiaso, but this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. It continues to happen, and all the other fan base want to laugh at us when we complain and make arguments and whatnot. No. You guys are all hypocrites, all right? Here's another instance of where the hypocrisy kicks in. Racist chants were thrown at Vlahovic and even Moise Kean in that last game against Fiorentina. All right, now there is some rumblings that there are going to be suspensions going out to the fans of La Viola. Hopefully that goes down. Hopefully they act, because so far, since the big Lukaku incident, all right, where Juventus worked with authorities and we saw up to 200 fans banned permanently, all right, while Juventus took part in that and did that. There has been 4 instances. This is now the 5th since that has happened, and it's been absolute crickets, all right? So is racism only an issue when Juventus is involved? Stop being hypocrites. What it is selective outrage. It is selective outrage from all these fans that are hypocrites, all right? And keep it level on every single one. And I'll continue to fight that fight and show them how big a hypocrites they are, all right? Because this is an absolute joke. Amici di Nessuno, everybody, all right? They will go to great lengths to hurt the name of Juventus and try and come at us. And if the roles were reversed, they couldn't walk not let alone a mile in our shoes, okay? They couldn't walk 10 feet in our shoes, all right? Together, united, we are stronger. Keep fighting the fight and showing everybody that it really is Amici di Nessuno. The evidence is all around us, and they're not even hiding it anymore. But you know what? That's the only way they believe that they can stop us. With this run Juventus is on, whether the performances are unconvincing or not, the best part about it is that we live rent-free in all of these chumps' heads, all right? And we will continue to do so until the end of time. And this is one of the best signs that I like about this team right now, is that at least they are united. They're fighting. That is the one key I saw in that Fiorentina match, is that at least the grinta is there. With grinta, anything can be achieved. Let's ramp up the quality and play a little bit a better balance. Maybe in January we get a couple additions that can make a big impact for us, and then who knows what happens. November 26th is a big one. I do believe we shouldn't approach Inter anywhere close to similar how we did Fiorentina, but let's see what happens. The matches have to be played and won on the pitch, but all these instances are selective outrage. Amici di Nessuno, everybody. You guys know the drill. That wraps up the news update. I'm going to keep it level with all of them and call out all the hypocrites. I want to hear from you. Sancho, yes or no? You want him in there? Out of the midfield, who's your choice? I agree with Romano. Top priority has to be an offensive-minded midfielder. You guys know the name I'm going to give you. That's Samardzic, all right? Rugani, should he be starting? Did Danilo lose his gig? Let me know, everybody. Let's mix it up, and I'll be back tomorrow with another daily update. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Let's keep those chihuahuas in check.